Good morning. Come on in, guys and girls. For this is the day the Lord has made. This is the day Adonai has made. This is the day the Lord has made. He woke us up this morning. He woke up our families too. Let's say thank you to Adonai. Let's say thank you to Mother Ruth. Let's say thank you to Yeshua. Tell them how grateful you are to wake up. Tell them how grateful you are your family is woken up again today. Let's sing and praise and bless God. Sing with me and say, I bless you, Adonti, I bless you. Yeshua, I bless you, Father. I bless you, Mother Ruth. Thank you for waking us up this morning and our families too. Thank you for this day, Adonti God. Hallelujah, bless you. Holies of holies, bless you. Thank you for this day and for my life and for the life of my family. Let's bless the Lord just one more minute. Just bless the Lord just one more minute. Just sing with me and say, I bless you, Father. I bless you, Mother HaKadosh. I bless you, Yeshua. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Elohim, Godhead, we thank you. No matter what we going through, no matter how the world is right now, we love you and we bless you for our lives and our families too. And we thank you and we love you. Hey, from Ghana. How you doing from Ghana? Hi, Karen. Hello, James. Hi, Miss Aboa. Hi, Miss Doris. Hi, James. Hello, Heaven. Hello, R. Brown. Dewana, Margie, Little Blay. And who else is that? Ruby. Hello, Brother Allen. How are you guys doing? How are you, ladies and gentlemen, doing today? Yes, you gotta bless God, because it's rough out here, guys. Before I give y'all the word, how many of y'all remember my video I did? I think it was February 2nd, about how they were going to tank the market and how they were going to tank Shiba Inu, and that I saw Shiba Inu going from, like, I think from 10 to 15 or 11 to 15, like 0.0000, and it came to pass these past 3 days, guys. This is the worst in history. It's historic. It's historic. The coins have never gone like this. I mean, yeah, we've had downturns, but not like this. Ooh, they liquidated a lot of people, wiped a lot of people out in the past 3 days. And if they didn't wipe you out, they wiped out 50 to 75% of your portfolio. If you still surviving like me, I was like, Daddy, they done almost took my money. I was like, Daddy, what? Like on Coinbase app, I have a coin called Shiba Doge. I told y'all about Shiba Doge in that video as well. Do you know it has 0 at the top of, like, it shows my coins, but it has 0. And FOXXUM had 0. But when I woke up, and after I was praying to God, I looked at it, and FOXXUM has like, what is it, $20, right? But Shiba Doge has nothing. It's gone. I'm like, what? Daddy. I was like, Daddy, what? It has 0. At least FOXXUM came back. Hey, from Australia. And so I'm literally looking at my coins, right? And even AMC, I had got some AMC when it was like, I think $13, and now it's like $10. And I was like, I don't have no more money to be trying to invest in these things. I said, Daddy, it is what it is. I'm just going to keep what I got. But I was looking at AMC, then I was looking at Mullen. I was like, oh my gosh, look how much they have gone down. I'm like, Lord. Yes, heartbreaking. Very heartbreaking. And so then when I went on Coinbase and Crypto.com and the other site to look at the coins, and I'm like, Lord, 75% of the money that I invested in these things, it done left the building. But thank God it's not a whole lot, like in the millions or the hundreds of thousands. You know what I'm saying? And so I heard Daddy, when I was crying to him, I heard him say, cheer up. I kept hearing him say, cheer up, cheer up, cheer up. He said, I'm going to speak to you in the morning. So this morning when I was praying and stuff, he was like, after you finish praying and reading the word, he said, I want you to write this word. So I did it, right? I was actually okay with Sheba going down because when it goes back up, then return will be. Yeah, that's true, because I think what it went down to like 1,100 or 1,200 per 100,000, I think. Because I checked it. I was like, Dad, how much did it go down? So then somebody sent me a video. I forgot who it was. And it was my video that I did February 2nd. I was like, oh my gosh, Daddy, everything that's happening to Sheba and the coins, you told me. I said it word for word. And stuff that my brother in the Lord told me. And I told y'all I saw them tanking Sheba. And I saw it going down from 0.000010 or 11, 12. And guys, it done hit everyone. It went to 10, it went to 11, went to 2. I seen it. And then I told y'all when it goes back to 0.000025, that's when we know it's gonna go up again. So when you see it hit 0.00, wait a minute, I'm gonna say it 0.000025. That's when you know it's about to go up. Cause the Lord had told me and my brother that between June, July, and August, it was gonna rise. But before it rises really high, it's gonna, because remember last year I told you I saw Sheba having 5 runs. It had 3. So there's gonna be another run, right? And it's gonna be a good run between 25 and 81, like I said in the video. But that's not the one God talking about. It's gonna be another one after that. Like it'll go up to 25 to 81, and it might crash a little, but then it's gonna go back up again sometime between June, July, and August and September, and it's going to go up the highest it's ever been. That's why they tanked it, guys, because they wanted to liquidate as many people as they can, retail and whales, because they know that coin going to shoot up. So they wanted as many people liquidated as they could get out of it, and it worked, because I'm about to give y'all this word from Daddy. Yes, my coins, trust. Yeah, right. It's so heartbreaking to sit there and watch your money just, take a walk. Take a walk. And then you be like, Dad, it done took 50% of my money or 75% of my money, right? Then you be like, well, Dad, how could I cash out? How could I cash out? It done got, like you said to yourself, it done got 50% of my money. It done got 75% of my money. It done got 60% of my money. Some people might have got 80 or 90%, right? And then how could you walk away? Because if you walk away and take what little you got, you ain't gonna never get the 50, 60, 70, 80, 90% that you lost. You ain't gonna never ever get that back. And then when the market starts going better again, because it will, you're gonna be hurting. You're gonna be like, dang, I should have stayed. Yeah, it's too late to pull out. It really is too late to pull out. Look, God forbid everybody's stuff go to zero. God forbid, because Daddy said that's not gonna happen. But let's say it did go to zero, right? What can you do? What can you do? The coins is still gonna be there, just like the Falaki and the Sheba dog that I got last night. They didn't have no money over them. They had zeros. I tell you, no lie, zeros. But the coins was still there, right? So as long as the coins is still there, when the money starts going back up, the money's going to come back. You just have to keep up with what you lost, because on Coinbase, I don't know what they're doing, but when you look at your balance, you usually look under the balance and it will show you how much you lost. But they done removed it off of the desktop and off of the app, because I noticed it yesterday and I called them, and the lady told me they did a big update. And I was like, so now you can't see your balance. You can't see what you lost no more. You can see what you have, but you can't see what you lost no more. You can't see what you gained no more. I was like, why they do that? You know what I mean? So you know what I did? I went in Coinbase, and you could go in there and you could look at your buys, what you bought, and what you sold, and what you converted, and you could download it in a PDF if you want to, or CVS. That way you know what you invested in them coins. You know how much money you put in them coins. So if they try some slickness, you already know what you invested in Coinbase. Yeah, because Crypto.com, they kind of show you what you lose in a sense. But Coinbase, they did some big update. The lady said it, and they took away the thing when you lose money, it being red, or when you gain money, it being green. They took it away, guys. You can't see it no more. All you can see, go to your Coinbase, you'll see what I'm talking about. All you can see is your balance. You can't see what you lost no more. So you should go in. It's under taxes, and go and look for conversions and buys. Don't worry about sales. Conversion and buys, and put it in the PDF and download it so you can have proof of what money you invested in the coins. I don't know why they removed it. I asked Daddy. I was like, Daddy, why did they do that? And I asked Daddy, is they trying to scam people? And Daddy was like, no. Daddy said they did an update. And Daddy told me, he said that it would come back, that you would be able to see your losses again, but he didn't tell me when it was going to come back again. Yeah, but it's too late. Hello, it's too late to pull out, guys. Any of you that's still in it with the diamond hands, it's too late to pull out. Because if you pull out, you're going to lose everything. You're going to lose everything. So you might as well be in it for the long haul. I mean, hopefully don't be that long. Hey, Daryl, how you doing? All right, so here's the word of the Lord. So, Father, let me speak this the way you want me to speak it. I cover this word of the blood, sure, everybody on here that's of you. If you not a God, you better get with the program and come real quick in Yahushua Jesus' name. All right, here it is. It says, many of my people have lost a lot of monetary things, monetary gains, and money. Many people have been liquidated, wiped out deliberately. It was a deliberate attack, the Father said. A deliberate rug pull. Deliberate destruction curse over finances. But I, thy God, has severed it, like, you know, cut it loose. And he said, I stand up and I say no more of what is called a bloodbath. It is really a collapsing of the economy and a collapsing of man. So it's not a bloodbath, guys. It's a collapsing of the economy purposely, and a collapsing of man purposely, and collapsing of the market purposely. Because if the market collapse, everything else will go down with it. So God said this to me. He said, Rosalind, he said, have you noticed ever since January, the investments have not had a chance to grow or breathe? Because when they do start to grow or breathe, they come out with something else. They come out with this report. They come out with this. They raise the rates. They do this. They do that. He says, so for almost 6 months, the market, NASDAQ and all of that has not had a chance to grow or breathe, because they keep coming out with stuff. And it's purpose, guys. It is purpose. They purposely want to tank the economy and man with it. See, there's a difference when you tank the economy, but when you start trying to tank a man or a woman purposely. Are you guys still there? Because I don't see no movement. Let me know you still here. Say we here, Apostle. Say we here, Apostle, because I don't see no more movement. Normally I see some movement. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Right? So Daddy said what people call a bloodbath is really collapsing the economy and man on an individual basis. See, and I warned y'all at this last year. I told you this was going to happen, right? So not only are they trying to collapse the economy through the market, they trying to collapse man and woman, because they're wiping out portfolios left and right. I mean, like some of these gurus that's worth millions of dollars, even me, Kevin, He's still doing good though, because he pulled out his stuff before it got really bad. But a lot of these other gurus, they done made videos admitting they lost all their money. One man, he said he ain't slept in 3-4 days. He didn't take a bath, and he lost almost everything. All these gurus are coming on here saying how they lost everything. 2 big gurus got hacked and lost all their Bitcoin, you know, and then these other gurus coming on, you know, and they being real transparent. They telling people how much they done lost, 50%, 75%. So one guy was like almost crying, because I look at least 8 of them, because you know they good with the market, right? And I was like, wow, I ain't never seen nothing like this before. I never seen nothing like this before, right? And so Daddy told me that they're purposely collapsing the economy, and they're purposely collapsing individuals, and especially the whales. He said they've already gotten a lot of retail people, and now they're working on the whales, and the little whales and the big whales. And I asked God, I said, God, I said, why are they trying to collapse people? I understand, you know, why they trying to do the economy, but why they trying to collapse people? Because Daddy said that if people become millionaires, right? Millionaires, billionaires, hundredaires, right? Who gonna work? Who gonna be the janitor in the school? Who gonna pick up the garbage? Who gonna work in the government? Who gonna work in the White House? If you got millions of dollars, $100,000 of dollars, who gonna work? You're gonna be trying to make your own business, right? You're gonna be trying to make your money work for you, like all those big people who won all those millions of dollars in crypto last year, and they moved to Mexico, right? A lot of millionaires moved to Mexico, right? So Daddy was like, if many people start becoming millionaires through these coins and stocks, they're not going to have anybody to enslave, because everybody will be self-sufficient. And when you get a lot of people becoming self-sufficient, they can start to change laws. They can start to go against the government. They could even collapse the government, because they have money to do so. They have money to do so. So to prevent people from collapsing the government, to prevent people from coming Norwegian, to prevent people from coming self-sufficient, they collapse the economy, and they collapse man individually through these coins, through stocks, and anything else that you invest in, through the NASDAQ, through whatever else you invest in. That's why they're doing this. So I asked God, I was like, is this going to end anytime soon? So then he gave me the rest of this. He said, I told you in December. He's talking to you guys. He said, I told you in December through my Apostle Rosalind that this would happen. Remember, guys, in December when I was giving you the word for 2022, and here it is. He said, I told you through my apostle that they would go too far, and they would realize it and reverse it and fix it. It was not meant to be so destructive. So you will see many things slowly begin to reverse back positive. Some slowly, some fast, and some faster. Many will recover that stayed strong and true. Those that had fear and panic have lost out permanently. He says, I know these are scary times for you, but just know I am here watching you and protecting you. And he said, many have prayed to me to protect their assets. It may seem like I have not, but I have, and I will continue to. I will restore all your losses to all who was a strong one, who stayed strong and stayed in the strong tower, which is I, your Father. Love, Father Adonai, Yahweh. Then he said, all is well with you. All is well with your soul, your life and spirit, and finances, and all about you, says Father Yahweh in Yeshua's name. So, I did give y'all word in December when I was giving y'all word for 2022. And I told y'all that God, how many of y'all remember God? I told y'all God said that they was going to go too far. And they were going to realize it. And they were going to stop. And they were going to reverse it and fix it. But it would start off slow. Then some go faster. And then some faster. And so I didn't really understand my own word that he gave me back then. But I was talking to him today, and I was like, wow, Daddy, you said that? And I kept feeling in my spirit that things have gone too far. Like, I know they want to destroy the economy and they want to destroy man, but they want to do it in their time frame. You know, they want to do it in their time frame because they still got other plans, and their other plans can't come forth if the economy is totally tanked, right? If the economy is totally tanked, they can't go forth in what they doing, right? And it could cause all type of all kinds of stuff, right? So Daddy said they've realized they've gone too far, that they destroyed the market too much, right? Because it's hurting some of their brothers and sisters, you know, some of their co-partners, right? So Daddy said, he didn't say when, but I feel in my spirit it's going to happen shortly, that we're going to start seeing stuff reverse. But it's going to be slow in the beginning. And then it was going to pick up speed. Then it was going to really pick up speed. Right? And he said, only the strong that stayed in him, in his tower, which is him, will survive. He said, many have lost their income that invested in these things, and they'll never get it back. Because once you leave, that's it. You'll never get that back. Right? So he said that many will recover. Even people that's not of him will recover. But this was purposely done, y'all. And I ain't afraid to say it because he told me to say it. He said this collapse that we're going through was purpose. We done through us going through the virus and stuff. And it was meant to collapse the economy and meant to collapse people individually. Because they don't want millionaires coming forth, guys. Because they can't enslave you when you're a millionaire. They can't enslave you. And then pray, because I was listening to, somebody sent me a video, Brother Julian, and I was listening to it, and this place called the WHO people, they trying to take over healthcare. So May 22nd, they're going to be voting. And if they allow them to do that, then they're going to be taking this sovereignty away from all nations and states about healthcare, which meaning they could come in your house and grab your butt. If they feel you sick and you can contaminate people, they can come and grab your butt. Nobody can protect you if they pass this law. So I prayed and talked to God about it, but I can't say what he said. So he just told me to tell people to pray that law does not pass. I said, Daddy, that law is like an Antichrist law. And remember this, God told me to remind y'all. Remember in 2019 when I first saw those 5 viruses coming? And I told you that the Lord said that the enemy was going to try and bring the book of Revelations to pass. And that it would seem like he was getting away with it. But in the end, God was going to stop him. Boy, everybody think we're in the book of Revelations. And it seems like the enemy's getting away with it. But we're about to see God's hand rise. I don't know what he's going to do. But we're about to see God's hand rise because we are at the end, guys. The collapse is here. The famine is here. And they may try and induce that. You know what I'm saying? Many men and women have been collapsed. Their finances have been destroyed. Many millionaires are no longer millionaires. Many billionaires are no longer billionaires. Many hundredaires are no longer hundredaires. You know what I'm saying? So it's done collapse a lot of people. Portfolios. People's hurting and crying right now. Such sad stories. You've never seen so many people liquidated in your entire life. Wiped out. And if you haven't been wiped out, at least 50 to 80% of what you have has been wiped out. Look at these big companies. You know, if it keep happening, some of them go bankrupt. I read a story about Coinbase, but Coinbase said they're not going to go bankrupt. And then in the article it said that if any of these stocks and coin platforms go bankrupt, they can't wipe our debt out with it. They would have to give us our debt. Although on all these platforms, when you buy coins, you are the owner of the coin, but Coinbase holds the coins. Like Coinbase, Crypto.com, Binance, Gemini, they all hold the coins in their wallet, right? And your name is on the wallet too, but they own more of the wallet than you do. So they give you permission to trade your own money, convert your own money, cash out your own money, or use your own money to buy. But at any given time, they could take it from you. If they have a reason, they could take it from you. Right? So when they file bankruptcy, they're not going to be able to they're not going to be able to put the customers money in the bankruptcy. They would have to pay, because I did research. And in the article about Coinbase at the end, it said that no judge would allow these platforms to be able to do that, to put danger to the customers. They could file for bankruptcy, but they would have to pay us back all the money that we lost and what we have left. So I was like, praise God. But then Coinbase said that they're not going to be going bankrupt anytime soon. So I was like, praise God. And Beyond Crypto.com, Gemini, none of them are going bankrupt. That's just putting out FUD and fear. But the Coinbase CEO was just talking about it. That's all. But didn't God tell us last year that some platforms are going to go away? And some of them did. And God said some of these coins were going to collapse. And they did. They did. They collapsed, but they could come back. As long as they exist, guys, they could collapse. And a lot of these coins that are on Coinbase, Crypto.com, Binance, Kraken, Gemini, the big platforms, a lot of these coins are coins based off of Ethereum or Bitcoin, right? So as long as Bitcoin and Ethereum is around, a lot of these stable coins and even some of the meme coins like Shiba is not really a meme coin anymore. It's a stable coin because of how it skyrocketed last year, right? So I'm not a guru, nor am I telling you to buy or sell. I'm just giving you information that I've learned from others and doing my own research and from God. So majority of the coins on these big platforms, if you read, you'll see they either decentralized coins, or they're stable coins, or they're government coins, or they're on Ethereum and Bitcoin platforms. So as long as Bitcoin and Ethereum last, the other coins will last. Now, I had a vision of Bitcoin going to 10 grand, and then when it went to 10 grand, it shot right back up to 25,000, right? And then I had another dream of seeing Bitcoin go to 5,000, and it shot back up to 35,000. So I don't know when Bitcoin is going to do that, but I also had a vision. I saw Bitcoin between 25 and 28 grand, and it hit 28 grand. So that prophecy came to pass. But I believe, this is what I believe in my spirit. I do believe that Bitcoin will crash to 5-10 grand, but I don't think it's going to crash until after. I mean, it could crash, but the way I feel, I don't think it's going to crash until the economy, until the market starts going back up again, and the market starts to recover, and maybe people start to recover some of their losses, right? And maybe when after Shiba and all these other coins go up and then they start crashing again, I think that's when Bitcoin's going to crash. I don't really see it crashing right now. I'm not saying that it won't, because it can, but we better pray that it don't, because I'm going to tell you something. The way the market stands right now, if Bitcoin was to crash to 5 or 10 grand, or even to $3,000, all the coins are finished. They're finished. They're finished. All of y'all be seeing zero. You'll look at your balance and it'll be zero. Because if Bitcoin crashes anywhere from 3,000 to 10 grand, your coins are finished for a moment. You're going to be looking at your portfolio and you're going to see zero. And you're going to be crying, wishing that Bitcoin did not crash. So everybody waiting for Bitcoin to crash. Okay, what if it did crash? What if it did go to 3,000, 5,000, 10,000? Do you have that kind of money right now? Nah, you need the coins to go up so you can have some money. So when it do crash, you can buy it. If it crash right now, who can buy it but the whales? And people who might have some extra change laying around. The majority of people right now don't have no extra change laying around. The majority of retail people don't have no extra change laying around right now. So if Bitcoin did go to 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, how many people can actually buy it right now? Not many. Not many at all. It's only when the Shiba and all the other coins start going up again and you get your money back and then some extra, then you could buy it. So y'all need to stop praying that Bitcoin crash so y'all could buy it. Because if it crash, it's going to wipe out the rest of your money that you got left. If that coin crashes right now to 5,000, 10,000, 3,000, it's going to wipe everybody that's retail portfolio out. Then you're going to be crying. Oh, I wish Bitcoin never crashed. So you better stop praying that it crashed so you could buy it. Because half of y'all, most of y'all ain't even got the money right now to even buy a Bitcoin. If it did go to 3 to 5 to 10,000, I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. How many of you have 3, 5,000, and 10,000 right now laying around in your bank account to buy Bitcoin if it crashed? I bet you 80% of you don't. Why? Because all your money already done been invested. All your money already done been invested. It's already been invested in stocks and coins. You already done lost half your portfolio or more. Some been wiped out. So how you gonna buy it? Only the rich be able to buy it. Or the ones who have saved money purposely to be able to buy it. So you better stop praying that it crash. You better pray that it go back up so that your stuff could go back up and you could recoup what you lost and get extra. And then when it crashed, buy it. You know, I keep seeing people making all these videos. Oh, I put stop loss in. I put this in. I'm like, Daddy, if they only knew. If they only knew. If that Bitcoin went down right now, the way the market is today, it will wipe 85%, 90% of retail people out. You'll be looking at them coins with no money value at all. And you'll have to sit there for who knows how long to wait for them coins to come back up again. So you better hope that Bitcoin crashes when you got money to buy it. When your other coins done recovered. That's what you need to be praying. And don't be buying the dip no more right now. Daddy said that. He said stop buying the dip. Unless you got that kind of money where you could buy the dip and it's not going to hurt you. But if you have money that you need, don't buy the dip. If you got extra money that you can afford to invest with and not mess with no more, then go right ahead. But stop buying the dip with these coins. A dip is because the coins are so low. Like you got a $30,000 coin on there right now that's $40, $50. How in the world did a $30,000 coin go to $40, $50? They got coins on there that was $5,000, $9,000. They like $60. What? How the mighty have fallen. That's a dip, right? So the Lord was like to tell my people, stop buying the dip. Unless you have money that you can put in and it doesn't affect your wallet or your bills and you don't have to go back and cash it out to use it, then you go ahead and buy some. But if you don't have extra money and you taking part of your rent money, part of this bill money, that money, thinking that it's going to go up, Daddy said stop it. He said, because many people have done that and they had to go back and take the money out and they done lost it. Let's say you put in $1,000 a month ago and let's say you needed money and your $1,000 went to $500 and you took it out. Not only did you lose the opportunity, you lost $500. You lost $500. See, Crystal just said, I've been buying the dip with money I shouldn't have. See, confirmation. So if you don't have extra money that you can afford to invest and just walk away from and let it do what it do, then don't buy the dip. If you have the money to go ahead and buy the dip and walk away and let it do what it do and you don't got to come back for it, then fine. But don't invest bill money, rent, none of that. God says stop doing that. The lottery, but I just told a bunch of people, if you want to spend $5 or $10 online, why don't you? Yeah, that's true. Because at least with the coins, right? Let's say they invest $10 in the coin and they $10 get wiped out. That's okay. The coins is still there. So as long as the coins is still there, the $10 could come back. In the lottery, shoot, in one day, that's over, right? You buy tickets and let's say pick 6 come out, right? And it ain't none of your numbers. It's a done deal. Your $10 is gone. Or you buy 2 scratch off with it, right? You don't win that. Your $10 is gone. At least with the coins, they still be there. So it's a big chance your $10 will come back. But people don't see it that way. They want their money right then and there. Right then and there. So we're going to see a reversal, guys, but it's going to be slow, and I don't know when it's going to start. But we're going to see a reversal in the market. Maybe the economy too, I'm not sure, but he said the market, but it could be the economy too. We don't know that yet, because we still may have some things to go through with the economy. Because I was in the grocery store the other day in the rich people area. Me and Pat went to, because we go to the rich people grocery stores because their stuff is better quality. Although we live in the suburbs too, and our stores are okay, but the rich people, whew, way better, right? Right? And normally when we go in there, their shelves be full, but we went up there. But I noticed this when we go in the grocery store and it's after like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Doggone, man, they shelves be getting empty. But if you go in the grocery stores early in the morning, guys, because me and Pat have done that. If you go in the grocery stores like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, from 7 to like maybe 11 or 12, oh, they shelves are stocked in a mug, right? But if you go anytime after like 12, 1, 2 o'clock, stuff is gone. And it used to didn't be like that before. They would just stay stored up all day long, all day. But now, if you want to get in where you fit in and you want to get fresh stuff, you need to be going to the grocery store between like 6 a.m. and 11 a.m. or at least before 12. Anytime after 12, 1, 2 o'clock, you won't miss it. You won't miss it. You won't miss it, because me and Pat, we had bought some chicken out of the grocery store because they cook it. And the lady was like, you know what? I ain't even making no more because it's so slow in here. So if we would have came in like 20 minutes later, we'd have missed that chicken. And that chicken is good. And normally they keep the chicken out all the time. So you can see how things is changing. So I'm going to start going to the grocery stores early in the morning, even if I got to come back and drop my stuff off and go back out, because it seems like that's when all the shelves are full. Even in the morning, a little bit of the shelves don't be full, but most of them do, and you get fresh produce. I noticed after 12, 1, 2 o'clock, stuff change. Stuff change. Early break. That's it. But BTC buy limit orders at. I mean, I don't know nothing about no buy orders. And I ain't even trying to learn about buy orders. I'm just keeping it real with you. Because it is what it is with me. And I just trust God. And I'm like, God, if you want me to get some of that BTC when it does crash, then you will give me the money to buy it. Millions of illegals can go to work. Yeah, you right about that, Sherwood. You is right about that. I just thought about that. They could put a lot of them illegals to work. But I'm not into these stop shorts and all of this stuff. I mean, people be like, Apostle, you can make money if you learn this stuff. I'm like, it's not meant for me to learn it. The Lord, when I was going to go, because my daughter knows that about that stuff, and I was going to join the class she was in, and God told me as clear as day, I don't want you to do that. That is not your calling. I was like, you don't want me to learn to do stops? And he said, no. Because he said, once I learned it, it would take up all my time, because you would have to constantly be on the stock market to do these shorts and puts and calls and stop limits and all. You would have to watch the market like a hawk. And I don't have time to do that, because I have to do God's work. So he told me no. So I ain't even worrying about no Bitcoin limit orders. It is what it is. If I'm meant to get Bitcoin when it crashes, then so be it. If I miss it, then it wasn't meant for me to have it. Because some money, let me tell you, some money ain't meant for everybody to have. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I prayed and I was like, God, when Bitcoin does crash and you want me to get it, you will provide me the money and you will make sure I don't miss it. You will make sure I don't miss it. Because I done missed about 8, 9 times. And he told me it's because I moved too fast. He said, I even missed it when Sheena went up. He said, because you moved too fast. He said, slow down. He said, pray to me and ask me what you should do. Pray to me and ask me to make sure you don't miss it if that's what I want you to do. So that's what I've been doing. And I haven't been missing anything since I've been doing that with him. That's right. Smash the like button. Make the video go up. Anybody on here that did smash the like button, go and smash it right now. All right. Hey, sis. Alicia. Hi, Brandon. How you doing? How's your new job going? Hey, Patricia. Okay, so I gotta go, y'all. So that's all I came to tell y'all, right? So I don't know when this reversal is gonna happen in the market, but it's gonna happen this year. So let's just pray, and just hold on. Don't buy the dip if you can't afford to buy the dip. Don't use your bill money, child support money, none of that. Bill money, none of that to buy the dip, thinking the coin gonna go up in time for you to get your money back, because it might not. You know what I'm saying? So only buy the dip if you have the money to buy it. And if you have the money to buy any of these good coins, Shiba Inu, all of them, then you buy the dip. But if you don't have the money, just it is what it is, and you keep what you keep. You keep. Hey, Gail, I thank you for your donation. I was like, look at Gail. She done came up. I blessed it for you, too. Hi, Nick. Not only that, sister, exchanges weren't allowed to buy. Oh, really? They just... Wait a minute, Nick. For real? Y'all just heard what Nick said? He said the exchanges are stopping you from buying some coins, right, Nick? Not all of them, just some, right, Nick? Hey, Rose. So Nick just said that some of the platforms are stopping you from buying the coins, because you know what's going to happen right now. I asked God this too. I was like, Lord, when these coins do start going back up, the small amount of people that stuck in and that got billions of sheeps and millions of this, billions of Dodgeland, billions of this, billions of that, right? How these platforms going to pay these people? And the Lord said, don't worry, they'll have it. That's exactly what he said. I said, it ain't going to collapse these platforms. He was like, don't worry. They have it. He said, remember last year? He said, remember how Shibu made millionaires and billionaires, and all these other coins last year was making millionaires and billionaires? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, didn't they pay him? I said, yeah. But I said, but more people probably got more coins because they was low. He said, no, you'd be surprised. He said, it's less people this year that'll be millionaires than last year. Although it'll be quite a few of them this year, it'll be much less this year than last year, because Coinbase done lost 19% of their buyers. So has Crypto lost some, Crypto.com. By all of them, they've lost anywhere from 10 to 20% of their customers. That's a lot. That's a lot, right? So Daddy told me it will, although it'll be many millionaires this year and next year, it will be way less than it was last year and in 2020. That's exactly what he said. So it'll be way less. So he said, just like they was able to handle the volumes in 2020, 2021, they'll be able to do it this year. So that's probably why they stopping people from buying certain coins, because that one coin that was $30,000, that coin it hit $40. Then it was another coin that used to be $42 and then $25. It hit 26 cents. I was like, how the mighty has fallen. Then I saw coins that was $9,000. They hit $60, $70, $80. I seen coins that was $200 some change hit $10, $15. What? Are you serious? Look at Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu was $8,000, $9,000 just back in October. Now you could get 100 million Shiba Inu for like what, 12 to 1,400? How the mighty has fallen. But when the mighty fall, the mighty gets back up. Look at Dodgeland. Dodgeland was doing real good, right? He had took off a zero. Now look at it. Look at Titanic. It was doing real good. Now look at it. You know, didn't remember that Mia coin I told y'all about was $116? That coin was $1.01 yesterday. AMC was $75 a couple of months ago. $10. What? The Mullen stock was $15, $16, 80 something cent. Are you serious? I've also heard with these splash crashes that one of the reasons why Bitcoin is going down because people are going to be getting into... No, Bitcoin is not really going down so people could buy Shiba and XRP. It's going down because it's a planned attack. I just said the word. If you didn't hear the word, when this video ends, go back and listen to it. It was a planned attack to destroy the economy and to destroy individual people. Not so you could buy Shiba and XRP. Okay? I mean, You can buy it. If you got the money to buy it, go ahead and buy it. If you got the money to buy XRP, go ahead and buy it. But that's not why it happened. The Lord told me the reason why it has happened is because they wanted to collapse the economy. And they wanted to collapse people individually. But they did it. They went too far. I gave this word last year, and I'm giving it again. They went too far, and they realized it. So we're about to see a reversal. It's going to be real slow. And I don't know when it's going to start, but it's going to start this year. It's going to start slow. And then it's going to pick up speed and go faster. And then it's going to start going real faster. And those who survived it, it's like being a diamond in the rough. It's like God putting you through the fire and you come out like a fine diamond, fine ruby, fine gold. Those who survived, and even people who are not a God, those who survive will be the ones that will reap the rewards. But you got to be patient, because I mean, we don't know when it's going to be over. We just know it's going to be over before this year is out. We just know it, right? So those of you who are in it already, hanging there, I know you done lost a lot of money. You know, those of you who want to buy the dip, go ahead, but just make sure you don't use money for a bill or money that you got to go back and get, because you're just going to wind up losing more and missing out. Already put in my bottoms with. Yeah, I see y'all just now coming on my video. You have to listen to the beginning. I've had dreams of Bitcoin crashing too, to 5 to 10,000. But what you don't understand is you don't want Bitcoin to crash right now, because if it crashes, all the other coins are going to go with it. And these coins are, it's a coin on there right now that's $0.015. If that coin goes to 0, that's it. You know how long you're going to have to wait for that coin to come back up? So stop wishing Bitcoin crash. Because if it crashes right now, y'all all in trouble. All of y'all. I don't care who you is. You're in trouble. So you better hope these coins go up first. Then let it crash. Because at least you can get your money back. And extra. Then let it crash. And the dreams that I had, I saw it crashing at 5,000, going way back up to like, I think 25. And then I saw it crash at 10,000 and it went up to 25. Then I saw it crash at 28,000 and it went back up. And it done crashed to 28,000. So that prophecy has came to pass. So I'm praying that the one that I saw that was 5,000 and 10,000, that don't come until after I recouped all my money back and extra. Then Bitcoin can crash. You don't want Bitcoin to crash right now, because you'll be wiped out completely. And then you'll have to wait months. I mean months for those coins to come back up. And we ain't got that kind of time. So just pray that Bitcoin does not crash until you recoup your money and a little extra. Then let it crash. Stop praying that it crashed now, because I don't think you realize if that coin crashes, everything going with it. Because it's the grandfather of coins. And majority of the coins on these big platforms eat off of Ethereum and Bitcoin. And Ethereum eats off of Bitcoin. So you think we should buy? I don't know nothing about Luna. I don't know nothing about Luna. I don't know nothing about Luna. I really don't. I don't even have no Luna. I don't know nothing about Luna. Is a Bitcoin? I've been playing wrestling theme songs and gospel. Glory to God, Jane. Nina J, didn't you just hear what she... Thank you, Golden Star. What a Coinbase. They're not filing bankruptcy. I just talked about that. You're going to have to come back and listen. The man said they're not filing bankruptcy. He just was putting stuff out there. And if they do, the customers are covered. No judge will allow them to just take our money with them. I read the article. And he said, and I asked God, he said Coinbase and are not going to file bankruptcy. Because the market is about to be reversed, guys. It's going to go slow, but it's going to be reversed. They went too far and they realized it. So they're going to stop. And they're going to let the market come back up. But it's going to be slow. And then fast and then faster. Thank you, Gold Star. OJ. Orca's up. You know what? I'm telling y'all the truth. I sold that orca. I ain't sell it. What I did was I traded it in for, I think, some Shiba. Because Sheba had got so low. It was like 10. Just like I said in my video in February 2nd. I said it was going to go from 10 to 15, and I saw it, right? So when it went down low, I was like, okay, which coin can I convert? And I converted it. I was like, okay, I'm just going to have to lose out on this Orca coin, because I said my chances with Sheep is better. So, if I get some extra money, I'm gonna try and go and get me some Orca again. If not, oh well. When y'all hit it big, y'all just donate a little to me. I'm good. I'm praying God reaches my friends and family. Yeah, I just got on the lot, so it's possible yeah, you did miss a lot. So when I get off, which I'm about to do right now, you could go and listen. Hi, Penny. Thank you for your faithfulness, Penny. God's going to bless you because you're so faithful. All of y'all that's faithful. I mean, some donations have gone down, not just for me, but many ministries, because, people, maybe they don't have the money or they're just trying to hold on to it. But those of you who stay faithful during this hard time this year, many of y'all was faithful last year and the year before during the virus. But some people have just done left the building, right? But all of y'all who've been faithful to this ministry and what other ministries y'all been faithful to, far as tithing and seeding, you guys are really gonna be blessed. And I'm not just saying that to be saying that. I'm telling you the truth, because I was talking to God. I was like, God, a lot of people done left the building right now. And he told me, he said, oh, they'll be back. They'll be back when things get better. I was like, but Daddy, don't they know when things are at their worst? That's when they're supposed to tithe. And so, even if it's just $1. And he was like, I know. He said, but they'll be back when things start getting better. I said, well, the ones who stayed, even my own self, I still tithe and sow. I still be doing stuff, guys. I still be doing stuff. I ain't stopping, because I know when things are at their worst. And when you sow and tithe when things is at their worst, man, when this stuff recovers, Daddy gonna bless you big time. And he even bless you doing it, right? So I was like, Daddy, all the people who been staying faithful, because Penny, she one of them. She mad faithful. Pamela, a lot of y'all just mad faithful, right? And I was like, Daddy, all the ones who was mad faithful to me and the other ministries that people were being good to during this economic downturn, I was like, Father, man, you bless them billions of fold. Billions of fold. Because some people, they might only have like $50 left after they pay their bills, right? And they might need groceries or something. And then they still be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to tie to Prophetic Voice Yeshua's ministry, $25. I'm going to tie to this place, $25. And then they only have $25 left to get groceries. But they trust God. They trust God. You know what I'm saying? So we have to trust God. I ain't trying to get y'all money. I'm not trying to get y'all to sow a tie. I'm just being real with you. All right. Oh, and my book that I told y'all about, the Good Steward book, it's out on Barnes and Nobles. It's a green book with a tree on it. And my spiritual warfare, evil against evil magic book with the moon prayers and all those prayers I taught y'all is out. Then my other book called the Blessed Prayer Book is out. Then my other book on healing and anxiety is out on Barnes and Nobles. And the evangelist book is out. It's called Yeshua's Letter something. And then on Amazon, I have ebooks out. I have the ebook called The Marine Kingdom and Satan Ye Are Gods. I have another ebook out about healing from SRA, satanic ritual abuse. I have an ebook out on relationships, and my book called Marine Kingdom and Ye Are Gods. I'm going to make that into a book. I just got to put the cover up on Amazon. And then I have 7 more books I'm bringing out. I'm bringing out Satan's Trophies Room. I'm bringing out Seeing in the Dimensional World. What's the other books? I can't remember. But I'm bringing out like 7 more books before July, because I'm hoping to move home very soon, right? And so I got those 7 books. Then I got another sci-fi book coming out sometime next month before June is out. And then I have another witchcraft deliverance book, which is the bomb, right? It's explosive. That's going to be coming out because the girl in Africa, she's editing it for me right now, and I should have it by next week. And then I go over it and edit what I need to edit and make the book cover. So I got about 7 books, and plus that book, which is 8 coming out before June. And then I got a sci-fi book that's either going to come out in June or July, a sci-fi book. And then after that, I'm finished to next year sometime. And God is just giving me the energy and the time to do it, because he told me he want me to get these books out, because soon I won't have time to do these books. And then I'll have 60 books left that I have to still get out. And then I got 10 books that I still got to edit. So I'm like, Daddy, I pray you give me a bunch of money so I could just get these 60 books to somebody else to edit and make covers. And then these other 10 books. Because right now I got 150 books published. And I got 60 more to work on and 10 more in my computer. Really? And some of my books, I have to go over them 2, 3, 4 times, because when you edit in books, you get a little blindsided, right? And so then when you go back and read it, then you be like, oh snap, I gotta fix that. Right? And so you go back. So I'm perfecting my book. So if I have to do it 3, 4 times, I'll do it. Sometimes it take me 3, 4 hours to just do a book cover, because I'll upload it and they'll tell me the margins is too big, and then I go back and do it again. So I've been working a lot, y'all. These past 2 weeks I've been busting out books. I've been editing, I've been making book cover. I've been busting out. I've been doing coaching. I've been doing this. I've been doing that. God has been keeping me busy. But I'm going to stay faithful and keep the church every Saturday. Friday night or Saturday, I'm being faithful. I have to let go of one of my coaching classes. I'm keeping my coaching class tier 1, but I'm letting go of tier 2. The last coaching for tier 2 is going to be sometime next month. But after that, I'm only having one coaching class, because I have so many things that I got to start doing for the Lord and for myself. So I cannot allow 2 weekends in a row to be taken. So I'm very sorry. And I'm not allowing anybody from tier 2 to come to tier 1, because there's too many of them in tier 1. And I still got to take a weekend to do them. So if you're in tier 2, please do not transfer to tier 1, because I'm going to ask you to withdraw. So whoever's in tier 1, that's who's in tier 1. Nobody else is getting in there. And if you try, I'm going to just withdraw you. Period. Because I can't handle more than the people I already got. There's so many people. I got to make 2 coaches Saturday and Sunday. So that's why I don't do personal coaching. That's why I don't do one-on-one. Then I'm starting my radio show tomorrow. I got to focus on that. You know what I'm saying? So I had to let go of something, guys. So it had to be the second tier. And I did want to do a prayer thing every month on Patreon, and I'm still working and figuring out how to do that. But the issue is I can't commit to a date, so it would just be a pop-up prayer. Like I would just come on Patreon and let everybody know, hey, here's this phone number, access code, come on, we praying, and whoever show up. That's how it's gonna be. And then let's say I do it in June, and then July come, I might not do it, then I do it again in August, so it's just gonna be a pop-up thing, because I can't commit to anything far as being. Only thing I'm committing to is coming on here doing church every Friday evening or Saturday, and coming on here once a week, doing some kind of praying or prophesying for y'all, or giving you prophecies, or giving small teachings once a week. And then church, I may come on more, but I'm just saying I'm guaranteed once a week for YouTube or Facebook, right? And church on YouTube or Facebook. But that's all I can commit to. And then my radio show. Anything else, I really can't commit to it, because I just got a lot of stuff I'm doing right now. And I'm very sorry that I had to take away the second tier coaching. I'm very sorry. And then half of y'all don't even show up. And that's another thing. I feel bad. Half of them don't even show up, y'all. And they paying money for coaching, but they not even showing up. And it make me feel bad. It make me feel like, and God was like, it's not your fault. But it make me feel bad that I'm getting people money and they're not even showing up. And I don't give refunds because it's not my fault. Nor am I going to make another day for you because it's not my fault. Because I put out the message like a week before it's time for coaching. And they be like, oh, I didn't see it. And I keep telling them, check your Patreon once a week, twice a week. What does that hurt? You know what I'm saying? So you won't be coming to, I didn't check it, or I forgot. That's not my problem. You pay for something. You should make sure you're there. So because they don't want to show up, half of them, or they forget, I don't want to keep taking their money. right? And they not showing up. I don't feel right doing that. So that's another reason why I'm stopping the second tier. At least the first tier, they show up. They show up with bells on. All right? So that's another reason why I'm doing it. Good morning. Jane's like, oh. Yes. I have some guests, but I'm not going to start with the guests until like the third week of June. But I only got 3 guests. Nobody's not emailing me. I was like, Daddy, nobody's emailing me, and I blasted. He's like, don't worry. They will come. They will come. I was like, all right. If you say they're going to come, they're going to come. So I need some guests. All of y'all out there that's prophets, got your own ministry, got big testimonies, you an expert in finances, or you got a YouTube channel, you got a Bible study, you doing something on Facebook, what else? You're an artist, a singer, you write books, you know, you want to get your, because look, I only have 42 followers on my radio show, but I got 21,000 and some change Facebook people, and almost 800 on my other Facebook, almost 11,000 people on here, and my little bit of people on Patreon. You know, and then I have over 1 million and something people that's been on my blogs, and every time I put something up, at least 70 to 200 to 300 people look at it on my blog. So I got some people out there that could be interested in buying your books, your music, hearing your story. You know, might want to get a word from you. You know, whatever, you know, whatever kind of business you have and it's glorifying God, any kind of ministry you have is glorifying God, or any up and coming ministry, or you need help getting your little ministry out there, you need help promoting your books because ain't nobody buying your books or your music. You know, if you're an artist and you draw, you know, you'd be surprised. And then I may only have 42 subscribers, but I'm gonna tell you something. My last, when I had the Prophecy Hour show, right, y'all know I only did like 7 shows. It shows y'all 1,600 and something people listen to them 7 shows alone. So if you times that, what is that, like 200 to 300 people per show was listening, although I only had 42 followers. So everybody's not going to follow you. Everybody's not going to subscribe. They're going to keep listening to you. But for some reason, like even now, I got almost 11,000 followers, but you only see like 2, 3, 4,000, 1,000 hits on my video. So everybody's not going to listen. And then there's people who watch me on YouTube and Facebook but don't subscribe. So you never know the volume of people who is going to be listening to my radio show, because I blast it on Facebook, blogs, and wherever else I could blast it. I'm going to try to get it on Spotify. I got to do a couple of shows before I get on Spotify. And I'm going to hire somebody to help me get it on Apple, because it's very complicated with Apple, you know, and I'm going to put it in other places. So you never know who's going to hear it. You know, and they might like your music. They might want to know about your book more. They might want to follow you if you're a prophet, if you got Bible study, if you into finances. Because there's some people who have a finance ministry where they help coach people. Well, I got that too, because I got coaching books out there now on financing. So I do that too. But I'm just saying, you know, if you're a person that wants to get into that, if you know a lot about stocks and bonds and treasuries and crypto, you know, I'm more than happy to have you on my show. But you have to be godly. I'm not having no sinners. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I'm not. I don't want that. I want godly, kingdom-minded people, because we have to help each other. You know, and just because a person only have 42 followers, you don't know the gift that God has for you and that person. You don't know what I got in my belly for anybody who comes on that show. You don't know what I got. You know, you people going like, oh, she only got 42 followers, but you don't know who follow me on my other platforms. You don't know who listen, because everybody don't subscribe. You can't judge a book by its cover. So that's why Daddy told me to go back and put my links, because so people would know who I am, because I'm so humble. I didn't care. But he the one told me. So I went back and I put my links so people could see for themselves. I do have a nice following. I may not have hundreds of thousands yet, but I have a nice following. You know what I'm saying? And when we help each other, and we open, hey, and Travis, and when we open up the doors for each other, it doesn't matter how small you are or how big you are. When you help open up the doors for other people, that brings openings for other people as well as yourself. You have to be willing to share the glory of God. You have to be willing to open up doors for other people. Because if you want doors to be open for you, you got to open the doors for other people. And the prophet told me this on the radio show. Some of y'all may remember it. He said he saw me doing that. And I'm like, well, how am I going to be opening doors for people? I got less than 60,000 people following me. And then I remember God told me, he was like, you got way more than that. Everybody just doesn't subscribe to you. And he was like, way more coming. So, I may be, as far as I can see, less than 60,000 followers. That may not be enough for some people. And I may not be big enough for some people. And I may not be as known enough for some people. But one day I will be, right? But it's the small steps that start us to the big steps, right? So anybody out there that's willing to come on my show to promote their ministry and stuff, I'm more than happy to have you. You just have to send your information to the email I put in the other video, and it's on Facebook. And I got to go to God and pray to make sure that he wants you on the show, because he told me that I must pray for everyone that comes on the show. So if they witches, warlocks, they trying to set me up, he will tell me, so I'll know not to deal with that person. All right? So y'all just think about it. And the email is the Royal Queen Topic Show 88@yahoo.com. The Royal Queen Topic Show 88@gmail.com. It's also under my description at blogtalk.com. And it's also on my Facebooks. And it's also on my blogs, if you forget the email. Okay, Mariah, then email me your name, websites if you have any, Facebook if you have it, YouTube, radio, whatever you're doing. If you got books, if you sing, send me links, your full name and a small bio about yourself. So that way I could give out. See, that's nothing. When you come on the show, I'm going to give out all the information you give me. I'm going to give to the people. So they can follow you, reach you, whatever they want to do. Whatever info you want to give, I will give it to them. If you got a prayer group on Facebook and it's small, or you got a Bible group and only one person listening to you, you got a Bible channel, you never know who want to come and listen to you. If you're a prophet and you having a hard time getting your stuff out there, you come on my show. Then you can get you a little following. I mean, I ain't jelly. I'm not jelly, and I ain't jealous. Because what's for me is for me. Can't nobody take what's for me. So me helping other people and opening the doors for other people, that's not going to stop what God has for me. If anything, it's going to enhance it. Okay? It's going to enhance it. And I want to give people a chance, because I know how it is. Because I've been in this ministry going on 13 years. And I'm just starting to get some steam as far as followers. I've been faithful for many years with God. I remember when I only had 20 followers on Periscope. I had 15 on Facebook. And I think I had 100 on my first YouTube channel. And now my first radio show, Glenda Lomax put me out there. I had like thousands of followers on my first radio show because of her. So I started out pretty good, right? But still, it's taken me years to get where I am today. And I feel that, if I can open the door for some people, it can help speed it up a little bit. And then some people, they get lost in the cracks, Don't nobody want to give them a chance because they so anointed. And they fear because they so anointed that if they get them a chance, they're going to overpower them. Nah, boo. Look at Moses, right? And Aaron and all of them. Look at Solomon and King David and all of them. Look at Samuel, all of them. They opened the door for people. Look at Daniel. They opened the door for people. And look at Joseph. Joseph became the second governor, really the second king of Egypt, right? Why? Because they shared. They opened the door, right? And I'm not doing this just so bigger doors could come to me. I'm doing this because I know how it feels to be in the ministry for a long time and people shut the door on you. I done got so many doors shut on me because they see how anointed I am and they get scared and they shut the door on me. Or I start talking about reincarnation, or I start talking about Mama Ru being daddy's wife. They don't like that. Or when I start talking about witches, and they get scared because they scared of witches. You know what I'm saying? So they like shut the door on me. So I know how it feels to be anointed and not appointed because you're anointed. I know how it feels to teach stuff that people are scared of or don't want to hear. I know how it is. People don't want to invite you to their church because they think the whole church going to start following you. I know how that feels, and it hurts, right? And you could get lost in the cracks if you're not careful. You know what I'm saying? So I said, God, I said, okay, I'm gonna do this for you, and I'm gonna help open up some doors for some people. I might not be that big yet, but I will be one day. So anybody who starts out with me and you still there when that time comes, you never know. Or you could get bigger than me before I get big, and then you can remember me. Oh, Apostle was there, right? Boom, here you go, Apostle. Come on, preach. I'm saying, Apostle, I want to invite you to my conference. I ain't scared of what you teach. Just let me know what you're going to teach so I know. All right? I'll be like, bet. Oh, and see Jadica? Her name's Jadica Light. She going to be on my show. She's a singer. A beautiful voice. She didn't know I was watching her the whole time. She follows me. And I've been seeing her for months. And I was like, Daddy, she could sing. I said, I'm going to help her one day. And see, now I invite her to my show. So she's going to be one of the first guests. First guest on my show. First guest. And so you never know who watches you. She talked about my books. She told people my name, where to get my books. And I was like, I like that. I like that, you know. So she going to be one of the first ones on my show. Then Brother Darrow. Then I invited Roberto. He's a preacher. I'm waiting to hear back from him. And it was somebody else that said they would. Oh, I'm going to have Pat on the show. She going to be talking about her little testimonies and stuff. So y'all going to get to know Pat a little. I want Juice and Tashini and Kwani to come on the show because they got their own radio show too. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick. Your endurance and your walk is inspiring. You have helped me so much. Oh, bless you. Yes, Apostle, inspiring. Thanks, sis, for putting it up there. The link is on Facebook and stuff, and it's also in my posts here on YouTube. So all you gotta do is and you could call in as well. Sometime I'll take calls, but not all the time. When you go to Blog Talk, on my banner, it has the phone number. Also in the description, it has the phone number. Yeah, I know. It's very hard for people to understand you when you walk in with God. Okay, Rose, you more than welcome to come on once you get your testimony together. You know, if y'all have a business you want to promote, like you can have a publishing business. You could do make products like I do. I mean, I don't care if you make products like me. I'll still help you out. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, what's mine is mine, and what's yours is yours. You know what I'm saying? Even if you made anointing oil and it was anointed like mine, so what? You know, I'm there. Quilla, if you just sign up, that's a tier. No, Quilla, you're in the first tier. Quilla, I remember talking to you. You in the first tier. Everybody in the second tier, they know who they are. Their last class is next month. After that, it's no more. And you cannot switch to tier 1 because I'm not taking any more people. Even if you on the Patreon and you $20 a month. No, do not go to tier 1. But I am going to do a once a month prayer thing starting next month, hopefully. But it's going to be a pop-up. I wish I could be on the show, but I got to wait for some fruits worship. Oh, okay, Crystal. Could you please? I gotta go, James, but whatever you need, I pray that God deliver you from those spirits and deliver from alcohol and whatever else you need deliverance from. I pray that God deliver you speedily and quickly. All right, guys, I gotta go. My family is not gonna that once I get my testimony. Okay, that the way kingdom. That's right, sis. I'm so honored to be on your show. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. And Heaven, if you listening, I know you got a book out because I prophesized it. And I know you got another book you're working on. So you might want to hit me up too to help you out with your book. Yes, Sweet Pea. So when I start taking people, you know, I'm going to get with y'all, schedule y'all for the last week of June and in July and August and all through to December. You know, I might have to take a little break in the summer. I'm supposed to be going away for 2 weeks this summer. I don't know exactly which month this summer. So I'll be off for 2 weeks. And then when I get ready to move, I might be off for a couple of weeks, but that would be the only time that I would be off. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That would be the only time that I would be off. Okay? All right. So I got to go, y'all, because I have to get dressed. All right? So you guys have a great, wonderful day in the Lord, and keep praising God. And just remember, hang in there. It's going to be a little slow, but it's going to pick up speed, then get faster. Don't invest money that you can't afford to invest in the dip. All right? And just be faithful in God and pray and ask God to protect your assets, not just your investments, but money you got, money in your bank, your house, your car, apartment, whatever you got, and ask God to protect them and your future assets and the future assets of your children, spouse, and family members who belong to him and who's coming to him. Ask him to protect them with the blood of Yeshua Jesus. And then pray and be like, Father, I thank you that you're going to restore all my losses in my investments, no matter what it is. I thank you that you're going to restore all of my losses, and you're going to restore them quickly or maybe slowly, however you're going to do them. You're going to restore them and then give me double for my trouble in Yeshua Jesus' name. And then say, Father, I thank you that you're canceling out the rug pulls. You're canceling out the destructive curse the enemy has put over these investments. We thank you that you canceled these things out with the blood of Yeshua Jesus, and that you're going to stand up for us, and that you are suffering things, and that we will recover no matter what. It may even get a little harder before we recover, but that's okay. And if stuff went to zero, which I cancel with the blood of Yeshua, that's okay, Daddy, because we know it's going to come back. You ain't going to let us be scammed or cheat by no platforms, by no people, by nothing, in Yeshua Jesus' name. And we're going to get everything that we deserve and more, sealed with the blood of Yeshua Jesus. So come back and pray that again. Hey, sis, that's a nice prayer. Can you type that up for me? Okay, sis, can you type it up when you get a chance? Look, and y'all pray for Sister Alicia and Mama Lena and Sister Pat. Because Sister Alicia and Mama Lena, man, I would say my last four or five prayer books would not be out. I mean, they wouldn't have been typed up if they didn't type them up and send them to me. So y'all keep Mama Lena and Sister Alicia in your prayers, because about five or six of my books, as far as prayer books, would not be out if they did not take the hours and times that they did to type up the stuff for me. So always keep them in your prayers, please, Mama Lena and Alicia, and keep Sister Pat there, because Sister Pat, I mean, we do a lot for each other, but she's like my sister chauffeur. Like, even if I want to catch a lift, guys, or a cab, she'll tell me, no, I'm gonna come and get you. She could be in her pajamas eating dinner. She will stop, get dressed, and come and get me and take me, rather than see me get in a lift. But she have no choice, because when I go to the gym, she be at work. And sometimes when I leave the gym, she's still at work. So that's the only time she can't stop it. But any other time, she's like, no, Apostle, let me come and get you. So keep Miss Pat in your prayer. And I also want you to keep Brother Shelley and Brother Travis and their sister Kelly in prayer, because although they're not in the same state as me, they help me a lot too. We talk a lot, they give to the ministry. Some of their money has helped my children when they had problems. Some of their money has helped me. So keep Travis and Kelly and Shelly in prayer. Keep Rose, Brother Darrow, Juicy, and Kwani. They're very faithful. Penny, Pamela, and it's so many. Sophie, Margie, Crystal. It's so many, Jane, so many of y'all that are very, very faithful people. Not just when it comes to tithing and so on, but through helping me through other life expansions and stuff like that. Sister Janice, she's always keeping up with stuff for me. All the y'all who send me videos, because I be forgetting my own videos, my own prophecy. And some of y'all be hitting me up on Facebook. Apostle, is there anything you need me to pray for? Apostle, is there anything you need? Apostle, I want to send you this. I want to send you that. Can I send you this? Because I know you funny about stuff, So I just appreciate all of you. And so just lift up all of y'all, each other, in prayer. Okay? Just do that. Who's Christopher Green? His brother just died of cancer. Oh, I'm sorry. I pray that God be with him and his family in time of grieving. You know, and that God heal their heart in Yeshua Jesus' name. And that God uses this situation to bring his family closer to him in Yeshua Jesus' name. All right. Bless you too, a billionfold, Jadica. In Yeshua's name. All right. So I'll see you guys soon. And don't forget the radio show tomorrow at 7 p.m. I'm going to put a reminder out there tomorrow. All right. Love you guys. Shalom.